Hi everyone, I'm showing you guys today how to do kind of a quilt pattern on what will be the side of a bag. For this tutorial, I'm using the Emo Circle Bag by Kim or K Azakona Designs. It is a free pattern if you are in her Facebook group, and I will link her website below, but you will need to be in her Facebook group to get the code to get it free, or you can purchase it just from off of her website that I have linked below. But I did one a couple weeks ago now, and I had a little bit of interest showing just to see how I did it. So that's what we're gonna do today. And I'm gonna just kind of show you what I did. You can kind of do this, the sky's the limit with this, because for the one that I did before, it's for a school fundraiser. So I printed off the logo, it's kind of messed up now, from the school's website, and I cut it out and traced it. And see these lines, because it's like the Trojan head, I just cut slits and then just traced. So it's not really hard to do. Like I said, the sky's the limit with coming up with designs. For this tutorial, I'm going to do a poppy flower. I literally drew this on Pinterest, or not Pinterest, on Procreate on my iPad. I printed it out and I just cut it out. So that's, you draw whatever, or you get something off the line. Make sure you're being careful with copyright stuff. And you want to make sure whatever bag you're going to use, you make sure that the design will fit inside the stabilizer. If you want it to look puffy, I recommend foam. That's what I did before. If you don't really care and you just want the design there, you can use like Decoville Light or whatever your bag preference for stabilizers are. And I will say I printed it one time before and it was not the right size, so I just went back and resized it. For this, it's just being creative and having fun. So if it's not the right size, just redo it. If you don't like the look of it, just redo it. So as you can see, this does fit on my stabilizer. I did cut the insides out. Like I said before, I just cut the slits, but I think I'm going to do like the double stitching just to make it look more substancy, I guess, maybe. Hopefully it'll turn out. If not, that's all right. But like I said, I printed it off on my computer, and then I cut it out mostly with scissors, but I did use this to get the petals out, just a little X-Acto knife thing. And then you want to make sure, so I'm going to set this aside for a minute. I'm going to move my camera to angle it down so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, so not the best view, but you can still see. I have my marking pen from mormino.com. Will it focus? Maybe. But these are the vinyl marking pens. And you just kind of put it on your piece where you want it. And this is, because it's a flower, when I drew it, it wasn't really intended for this. Like, I have it on my shirt. I kind of use it as a logo, but that's okay. It's not going to be as organic-y looking because I'm not going to like all over with my stitches, but this will give me an idea of where I'm going to be stitching. So I'm kind of going to just put it, how I want it. I think I want it maybe this way. We'll go with this. If you want, you can tape it down a little bit, but I think I'm just going to hold it and trace it. I'm going to start with the outer edge. And this pen does smear, so you just got to be a little bit careful. Uh-oh, I hope it didn't die on me. I just used it. Hold on. Okay. I think it's just this fabric is so shimmery. And depending on the detail of your design, and if you want, you can just draw it directly on. You don't need to trace. I'm not that good. So make sure. And if you have thinner pieces like this, you want to make sure that you are holding them, because they will move around when you Also, if you probably like printed it off on cardstock, it would be a little bit more sturdy. So it'd be less wiggly maybe. Like I said, it's okay if it doesn't match up exactly, because it's a flower. Obviously, if you're doing something more precise, you would want it. Okay, so let me finish the inside lines. I got off a little bit. All right. And if you don't wipe this pen right away, it kind of does maybe stay a little bit, but I was able to get most of it off. And it had stitching on it, so Ooh. Shiny on shiny is kind of hard to see sometimes. This will be interesting. Okay, so let's see if we can show you guys. So there it is, traced out. There, you can kind of see it's very light. Like I said, the shiny on the shiny is a little hard to see. But it is a little higher than I wanted, so just make sure you center it how you want it, but that's okay. Now I'm going to spray baste this, because this is just a naked foam that I'm using. Probably a little excessive, but that's all right. So I'm gonna place this on here. Now this is where you gotta be careful, because that's way off. The design will smear. I didn't cut this very well, that's for sure. Yeah, it's a little higher than I wanted, but that's all right. So I have this stuck to the back. And you kind of just pick a spot. If you have a lot of details and turning, you don't want to, you want to have a smaller stitch length, but this isn't like a lot. So I think I'm gonna, it looks like I'm set at about a 3.5, which I probably am gonna keep that. And at least for the we'll start with the outer edge, because that'll just be one big swoop around. And I've got my tails long because I'm gonna pull these to the back. And we're just gonna go for it. I'm gonna put needle down position. And if you want to use a walking foot, you can definitely try that. We'll pull the back. There we go. Okay, so I got the outer part done. And leave your tails along so you can tie them off. So I need to be careful because I still have the inner design that I'm gonna be doing, so if you smear it, that would not be good. Okay, so there's the outer part of it, and then we're gonna go in and make the petals, which is gonna be a lot more starting and stopping. So this one, wait. It's not very big, so it's kind of tricky. And this one I want right in the same spot, so I'm gonna, there we go. And I did just wind a full bobbin, so hopefully we won't have any terrible occurrences. Whew. Trim those down. Okay, so here we go on to the next one. And this is Kasaya from Saya Swag. This is her peacock color, and Tex 45. I wish I had her 70 for this, but that's okay. Okay, so here we have that one. I'm just gonna pull the, I'm gonna try really hard because that's a really tiny stitch. I can see it wanting to come, but I may have to fiddle with that. I have some tweezers. I guess I can try this. Just don't want to. Here we go. Got it. And I like to go right over left, left over right, and then do a double left. All right, trimming that down. And moving on to the next one. Making sure my tails are long enough that I'm going to be able to tie them off. Now this, it's kind of tricky because it's so close together. There was a gap in the design. I think I'm going to do a single stitch and then split off that way. So just make sure it lands where you want it to land. If you have to adjust it, go ahead and do that. So these I won't be able to tie like I have been these. I'm gonna have to do 2 separate ties on this. But that's okay. So far it's looking pretty good. Okay, so there's that so far. And I'm hoping this doesn't shrink too much. I don't feel like vinyl shrinks as much when you quilt it as cotton does. So we will find out, but I think maybe what I would do next time is quilt the design and then cut out the outer piece just so it would be more centered. Okay, moving on to the next one. Oh, those tails are not long enough for me to tie. Here we go. A little bit of a smear, so it's distracting my path. And I forgot to pull this one back. Hold on a second. Shoot. That's gonna, if I put it right in that hole, it's not gonna want to come out. I got it. All right, so this one I want right in that hole, which, there we go. All right, moving on to the next one. After I pull my tails long. All right. Okay, I'm coming up on that first stitch. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's see that one. Oh, that was kind of a big stitch. I should have split it into two. That's all right. Okay, so there's that one. And we've got two more to go. That one. And oh, come on. Last one. Yeah, I'm going to start up here and do that single line again. Okay, so, and then what I'm going to do, I think, is do like the single, I forget what they're called in flowers, but and then maybe I'll do French knots or something. I don't know. That's how I have it drawn out, but let me see. This is definitely not going to be centered like I like it, but that's all right. And that's what the back looks like. And I'm going to go dab these. You can burn them. I don't like to burn them when it's on foam because I'm afraid I'm going to burn the foam. So I'm just going to dab them with a little bit of fabric glue. Fabric Fusion. That's what I usually use to ensure that they're not going to come out. So these are the two pieces that I have, the whatever they're called. My mind is blanking, so I'm just gonna like maybe here, here. This one has 4, right? All right, let's do it real quick. These are gonna be short, quick stitches with, I'm gonna tie them off hopefully all at the end. But then I need to make sure that I wipe this off really good. A little more zigzaggy because I don't know, like this, but oh well, I'm going with it now because I'll just keep it more smooth. For the last one, it'll be beautiful. I'm just trying to line up the stitch with the hole. Okay, so there's that. I maybe should have used black or a different color, but that's all right. We're just having fun. I think it'll be cute if I can figure out how to do like French knots and do it at the tip. It'll make it more obvious of what it is. I got strings all over. Strings for days. Okay. Woo, look at it. Should I leave them long like that? No. All right, so I'm gonna pull these through the back. On our last one. All right, there you have it. And that's what the back looks like. I'm gonna go dab it with glue and let it dry overnight. So thanks for hanging out and watching. I hope you guys take your creativity to the next level and quilt something cool on a bag panel and have fun with it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.